Hi, my name is Adrian Lucio, and I'm writing a book that explores physics from a different perspective than what's already taught in schools. So instead of being a math-focused angle, it's more focused on concepts and understanding those concepts in a new manner. I wrote this book because oftentimes physics is misconceived to be this terrifying monolith of formulas and numbers, when in reality there's so much more to it than that. There are these beautiful concepts that get into really interesting topics, and it just changes your entire perspective on the world and what it's like out there and what's really going on in the universe. So I feel that understanding these concepts is so important and so interesting, more so than the numbers. What makes my book different from other ones that are similar to it is that I explore it from my perspective and my own personal experiences, researching it both academically and just personal interest. Instead of using this long 18-syllable word to explain a specific topic, I instead used 18 different words that explain in a very similar regard, but it's just more understandable and digestible for people to fully grasp the concept. A lot of the times in physics and in education, honestly, people use these large, sophisticated words to sound intelligent and to give the image of being sophisticated and scholarly and this incredible mind. But in reality, if you can explain something in a simple way, if you can break it down to the very fundamentals and give that information to somebody and have them understand it, it's a much more impressive thing to do, and it's so much more important. Some interesting people that I've spoken with for the purposes of this book have been Ethan Seigel, for example. He is a writer slash researcher for Forbes magazine, their science column. What he does is he does these really interesting deep dives into different concepts and different topics within physics and explains them and breaks them down in a much more simplified manner. So instead of it being like a college lecture, he'll take all that information and just break it down in this really digestible and understandable format to just explain it better, basically. I also spoke with a Dutch physicist named Erik Verlinde. He's working on a current theory of gravity that would overtake our current understanding of it. He feels that fundamentally we've gotten gravity wrong, that our current understanding of it is just looking at it in the wrong way, given that it doesn't work in every scenario, which I explore more in the book. I also mentioned stories about Galileo, Sir Isaac Newton, Stephen Hawking, and many other famous physicists across history as a way of exploring their discoveries and their inventions and better understanding them in the scope of today. I think success for me with this book would really just be defined by having people share the same passion for physics that I do. That'd be fantastic, although I know it's not realistic for everybody, but mainly it's just changing people's perspective and understanding of the world around them. When you learn about these concepts and you learn about all these really cool things that are going on in physics and the universe around you, it just changes how you see everything. I think that even if you are already an avid fan of physics, this book definitely won't bore you, and it's definitely still for you. But in addition to that, if you're just somebody who's interested in having a new perspective on the world, on different topics and different ideas, then this book's also very much so for you because of what I mentioned earlier. My name is Adrian Lucio, and I'm writing a book that explores physics from a different perspective than what's already taught in schools.